some cases, people came in just for the frosé because they saw it online. And there have been a couple situations where I said, hey, you know what? That is mostly made with our hibiscus rosé sour beer. You should try that next. And I've seen it in a couple cases where they tried it and they bought that beer next. And for me, that's kind of what it's all about, is finding something new, finding something different. From a flavor standpoint, those things create memories. People will remember all the time. Like I just told you about the iceberg in Mexico, right? People will remember the first time they have certain things that are memorable. And we've got a bunch of different things on tap. Some things you'll like, some things you won't. That's how it goes. Hopefully there's something in there that's memorable.
Today we're at Bay Canyon Beer Company in the heart of West Tampa. Let's go inside so we can meet the owner, Matthew. Welcome, Matt.
Thank you, welcome.
So tell us a little bit how you got into the brewing industry.
I worked sales and marketing, and I'd kind of been around in different segments, different areas. I sold some consumer electronics, did a little bit of stuff in education, and I never really found something that I liked. An opportunity came about with a friend of mine that had opened a brewery in Minneapolis, and they were growing a little bit and they were looking for a salesperson, and I just sort of thought to myself, what do you want this salesperson to do exactly? And they said, drive around to bars and restaurants and sell our beer. And I thought, God, I bet I could do that. I loved wine, and I had gotten into whiskeys and bourbons and tequilas, and from a tasting standpoint, by the time I transitioned into craft beer, it was a very, very similar experience. There were so many flavors. There was opportunities to pair. I found myself fall in love with it pretty quick.
So do you guys do anything, any special events here? Do you guys run any sort of promotions or do anything special?
All the time. You know, we're a neighborhood brew pub, a community center of sorts. We want to be a place here in West Tampa where the neighborhood feels like they can come. They haven't had something like this in a very, very long time, maybe ever. On Tuesdays, we have a West Tampa neighborhood happy hour from 5 to 7. Then we roll into trivia at 7:30. Wednesdays, we've got burger night, our fantastic burger. You buy one and you get a pint for $1. Every other Thursday, we do drag queen bingo. Stephanie Chappé comes in. She's a pro's pro. She's got all the bingo stuff. She comes in with energy that's special, and people have a great time. You know, she gets involved and makes fun of people, and we offer fantastic prizes too. So that's a fantastic event. We just started that. Our second one will be this coming Thursday. We've done live jazz here. We'd like to try to reach out to as many different areas and groups of people who aren't aware that we exist yet, since we're so new.
Yeah.
And just continue to have that discussion and find different ways to bring people in.
So you guys also have a full kitchen. Tell me a little bit about that. Do you guys have a special, something that you are proud of, your kind of most favorite dish item?
Yeah, you know, it's a small menu. Yeah, it's a full kitchen. It's a small menu. We wanted to keep it small so that we could execute on each item. You know, the burger is something we worked really hard on, and it's a pretty specialty burger. Combines bison, brisket, and short rib.
Ooh.
And it is absolutely fantastic. Another thing too, in a slight homage to one of our co-founders' families, we have garam masala chicken strips. Those strips are marinated in garam masala, buttermilk, and our beer, rolled in flour and dropped, and they are fantastic.
Do you guys have any new things coming out? Anything special on tap?
Yeah, of course, always new things coming out on tap. We are not a large-scale production brewery. We don't have any distribution deals, so no one's kind of telling us what we have to make. Our beer goes on tap, and when it's gone, and a new beer goes on tap. We are always changing. We're always looking for what's next. We're always exploring different things. Joe is our co-founder and head brewer, and he is a fantastic brewer. He was at Swamphead for 5 years. He was from Gainesville, did some time at First Magnitude. He makes fantastically clean beers, true to style or variations, and we just kind of put different things in there that we feel can be different and unique. And you know, I was talking about how much beer there is, how many different styles, and you can keep going. And even digging down into that, you know, I'm drinking a traditional American pale ale that is made with Comet and Citra hops, and these Comet hops come specifically from Minnesota. The vast majority of hops that most brewers use come from out west, Washington and Oregon, and I'm from Minnesota, so they're starting to grow production scale hops there now. The very neat thing about growing, whether it's vegetables, greens, or hops, is if you grow the same thing in Minnesota that you're growing in Washington or that you grow in Pennsylvania, you will get different flavors. Yeah. You will get different ingredients. And so a couple of these beers we make with Minnesota hops have their own sort of profile that many people here haven't had yet because it's so new there. I just happen to know somebody up there, and so we said, yeah, send some down, we'll do it. For us, we notice the trends. We understand that people come in here and want to buy flights. People want to taste multiple things.
Oh, for sure.
And we want to encourage the people in our neighborhood to come back. Well, if they come back and it's the same stuff all the time, that becomes kind of difficult. When they know that if they come in there and there's probably something they haven't tried yet, that is more interesting and people want to do that.
To me, a brewery is less about the alcohol and it's more about just an experience in which I can go out and I can try different things and I can kind of just socialize with a group of people. It's not about, you know, trying to get a buzz or anything. For me, it's more of just the experience that the beers bring. And
well, we know that if you go to the store, if you want to go to the store and buy beer, that's cool. We don't have our beer in stores, so people better come here and enjoy their experience, and there better be something special about it. You know, this brick wall is created a situation for us in this tap room that I think is a beautiful place to be. We try to have fun with events, like I said, and offer the beer and food integration. And I think that part, for me, is fun, but also is important. I deal with this all the time. People come in and they're like, I'm not really a beer fan. And I always am like, you know, I don't think you mean that.
Yeah.
And we're able to pair beers with food here and specifically show somebody that might not like that they might. We have a beer we make with beets. We have a dish on the menu with beets. We have a beet tartare, and I'm not a huge beet fan, but trust me, it's delicious. And having that together and finding something that you thought you didn't like, that you might like because of an integration with beer and food is really important, and that helps sell beer. It helps change people's palates. It helps people then the next time they're like, you know what, I went there and I told them I didn't like beer and I had 3 beers I liked. I'm gonna go back there because I bet there'll be something there that I like. And I think eventually that the masses will understand that, and they'll be excited about just going out and drinking different kind of beers, and that's kind of what we're trying to do. Food really helps that. So we opened up and we had actual double IPA and a slushy. We had our hibiscus rosé sour and a slushy. Right now we've got a hazy IPA, dreamsicle, an orange-ish slushy that is infused with our hazy IPA flavors of a creamy orange hops, and our sangria, which is we've used some Pinot Noir from our friends at Winestream, shout out, and our blackberry beet saison. So when people come and drink our sangria slushies, and they do drink our sangria slushies, I always tell them, you know, the majority of that is our blackberry beet saison. Next, you should try that. It's another good way to sort of get people in that maybe think they don't like beer very much, and then at the same time back it up with, hey, this is made with beer, try this. And it seemed to be a hit so far, and fun.
Okay guys, so we'll be doing a giveaway this week, as we do every week. All you have to do is like, comment, and share our video, and Matt's gonna tell us what you'll be getting this week.
We got a couple pint glasses from Bay Cannon Beer and a free drink, so you can come in and enjoy one of these with me. Cheers.
On top of that, we'll also be doing a $25 gift card to the person who we select.
Thank you guys for watching. Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Bay Cannon Beer.